Baptiste here, reporting in with the latest from our potion brewing, monster-slaying, coin-making saga. And wow, what a day it's been! Let's break it down. First off, you met me, which, let's be real, is already a solid start to any adventure. I mean, what's a guild without its top up-and-coming hero? But introductions aside, you had business to attend to. And by business, I mean gathering all the best ingredients for potion making. So you hit up Quinn, our local ingredient wizard. They had a fresh stock of all kinds of weird, wobbly, and maybe slightly suspicious ingredients. But hey, a good potion starts with the right components, so you stocked up. Then the real fun began. You sent me on an expedition to take on some local beasties and snag some top-tier monster loot. And let me tell you, the monsters around here, they don't just hand over their drops. Nope. But after a few well-placed swings of my sword and a whole lot of determination, I came back with a haul that'd make any alchemist proud. You're welcome! And then, best part, you and I got to hang out. I mean, after all that monster hunting, a hero needs to unwind, right? And what better way than with some quality time? But wait, there's more. Because at the end of it all, you finally met the guildmaster. Big deal, right? The person in charge of all things adventurer-y? Yeah, no pressure, just, you know, maybe the most important person in the entire guild. But don't worry, I made sure to put in a good word for ya.
I'm Baptiste, esteemed guildmaster and fledgling barkeep.
Hi, I'm Sylvia. I'm new to town and I make potions.
Then you'll certainly benefit from our services. Hiring a hero is a surefire way to get your hands on new ingredients. You can work directly with any hero you're acquainted with, or come to me. I always have a list of upcoming expeditions. Invest in one, and in return, you'll receive a portion of whatever loot is brought back.
This is an extremely addicting game loop.
Wow, it sounds like the guild has a lot to offer.
We aim to please. So, if there is anything else I can do to be of service, just let me know.
How about sharing some pointers? Do you have any advice for a fellow merchant?
Well, I don't know that I'm a merchant per se. I'm more of a facilitator, a master administrator, if you will. I keep everything running smoothly here while our town's great heroes seek glory, adventure, and resources.
I don't like this guy.
It almost sounds like you're bragging about being a bureaucrat.
Don't you know? Bureaucrats are the very linchpin holding society together. We don't call ourselves heroes. But if making order of a chaotic world isn't heroic, I don't know what is.
That's an interesting point of view.
Isn't it? And in striking up a conversation about it, I am demonstrating that piece of advice you asked for. If you've got something to sell, then best to captivate your audience forthwith.
Oh, increase patience by 1.
I think I can manage that.
It's advice I've recently taken to heart. I arrived here only a few months ago, intent on guiding this guild to greatness. And the heroes have greeted me with open arms, although some of their traditions are rather, mystifying. Say, you look like a commoner. Maybe you could share some insights.
You must be a noble then.
Shh. I'm trying to downplay all that, you know, to help me fit in. But that brings us to my question. Tell me, this charming little tradition of leaving gifts in a new friend's shoes.
Gifts?
Yes, you know, like shaving cream and rotten fruit. And that one time it was a scorpion. Is that really supposed to go on for months? I mean, I'm flattered, but it's starting to feel like overkill.
They're taunting you.
They're taunting you, Baptiste. There is no tradition like that.
Oh, really? Well, the joke's on them. Because I've been taunted by the best. It will take more than a bit of tomfoolery to get my goat. At any rate, I shouldn't be too surprised. I knew coming here that there would be a period of adjustment. Finding yourself suddenly in a new land and in a new role, it can be challenging, can't it?
We'll get the hang of it.
We'll get the hang of it. I mean, almost everyone in this town is a transplant.
Indeed. In that sense, you and I fit in quite well. At any rate, it's been a pleasure making your acquaintance, Sylvia. I hope you decide to avail yourself of our services. And I trust we'll find the opportunity to chat again soon.
I wonder what today has in store for me.
Greetings, Tuskless One.
The fuck is this?
For you a question of dire importance. The potions that you sell, do you make them yourself?
I sure do. Every potion you see is handcrafted on site by me, Sylvia.
It gladdens me to hear it, for potion crafting is a noble profession. A noble profession indeed. I am pleased to meet you, Sylvia. You may call me Maktok, for that is my name.
Yeah, this guy kind of rules.
I wonder if I might be of service to you in your endeavors.
Oh, we're not really hiring right now.
Oh, you misunderstand. I do not seek employment, for I have already found my calling. And it is a great one! Like you, I am a craftsperson. My media are metal and all the minerals of the earth. My skill is unmatched. But key to any artisan's success is access to the right tools. And I cannot help but notice you appear to be brewing your potions in a shabby bucket of some kind.
Damn, read me to filth.
Tell me, do you not thrive on innovation? Do you not wish to dance upon the razor edge of progress?
I like being on the cutting edge.
I like being on the cutting edge. Innovation is as necessary as food and breathable air. It also tends to be expensive.
Then you must allow me to be of service. Now, please, accept this cauldron as a token of my respect, and as a sample of all I have to offer.
Oh boy. A real cauldron.
Wow, thanks. That's so generous of you. But are you sure? Where I come from, cauldrons are pretty expensive.
I only regret that I cannot offer all my many goods and services free of charge. Truly, it is a most impossible dilemma. I view each cauldron as a work of art, and art is meant to be freely accessible to all.
This guy kind of super rules.
And yet, I find I must cover the costs of production at the very least. Otherwise, I shall have no materials with which to make these artworks. And to leave these righteous flippers bereft of material and idle of purpose would be unthinkable. In the end, to put a price tag upon my cauldrons, this feels like the lesser sin.
I can relate.
I can relate. It isn't always easy to strike a balance between self-expression and the demands of a business.
Indeed, it is a challenge, for it is not enough for us to be both artist and salesperson. We must be our own cheering section as well! Ha ha ha! Those of us who put our creations on display, who are judged so openly and so often, should be the first to see and celebrate our own strengths. We must be kind to ourselves. We must pump ourselves up! For it is only by fanning the spark of pride within us that we can hope to ignite the flames of interest in another.
Pump up. Increase the interest applied to the next interest-raising card by 50%.
Solid advice.
Solid as an anvil. I am glad to know you, Sylvia, and I hope that I shall see you again. Please visit my market stall, see all that I have to offer. For the world can be a cold place, and those of us who toil to bring light and beauty into being, we must stand together!
This guy is such a giga Chad. Man, we gotta sell some stuff, dude. Broke as hell. Oh, it's my favorite customer. Good craftsmanship on display in this one, I think. So you definitely set them up. You've made an excellent selection. Then you reel them in. And then gain 2 shields. Gain sympathy. Kind of fucked that one up, whatever. And we gotta close this deal. Ah, that is a sound deal. Take care. Next in line. And then I think you close out, actually. Maybe it's not so bad.
That's all of them for now.
Hey, Sylvia. I hear you've been busy.
Uh-oh. What have you heard exactly?
Nothing especially interesting. Mint just mentioned you've been working with the Heroes Guild. She's too nice to give me the real gossip. It's a major shortcoming if I'm honest.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
I know all the heroes. After they go on their little adventures, they sell their trash items to me. It's basically my whole business model. Trash comes in, trash goes out. Of course, they keep the best stuff for their clients. So, I'm guessing you've got something decent in your inventory for once. Maybe something I've never seen before. Give it here.
What? No, why would I do that?
Suit yourself. I'm just trying to help you out. I know how this goes. You get your hands on a good ingredient and you're all excited to use it in a potion, right? So you throw it in your cauldron and poof, it's gone forever. But it doesn't have to be that way.
What's the alternative?
Easy. Hand it over to me instead. My clairvoyance lets me hone in on specific ingredients. Meaning, if you give me something good, I'll be able to find more of it. And then I can start offering that ingredient for sale in my shop. You miss out on the instant gratification, but you get guaranteed access to the ingredient in the future.
Yeah, okay. I can see how that could come in handy. I'll let you know if I decide to take you up on it.
There, see? You give me free stuff, and we all benefit. Mostly me, but still.
I wouldn't expect you to operate any other way. But hey, since you're chummy with all the heroes, does this mean I'll be running into you at the guild hall?
Nah. Despite the invaluable service I provide to the heroes, I'm not exactly welcome in their clubhouse. You set one fire, and suddenly everybody acts like you're a real liability. You set 2 fires, and you get banned for life.
That's pretty funny.
Consider yourself warned, I guess. Now, did you want to buy something?
Quinn pulls out a blindfold and a sack of ingredients. Sylvia is hesitant. But Quinn has a point. Sylvia uses this stuff in her craft. She should know her materials inside and out. She dons the blindfold and opens wide, bracing for whatever Quinn has in store. Some of the ingredients taste alright, others don't. That was fun. I'm not sure your palate is any sharper than before. But your projectile vomit is something to envy. Sylvia feels a little closer to Quinn and mildly less stressed. Don't look down. Rank up. I guess I've got a minute.
This is sort of an unusual location for a business, isn't it?
It has its perks.
It must get lonely, though.
It must get lonely, though, being up here by yourself.
Yeah, that's one of those perks I mentioned. Listen, in business, you've got to use any advantage you've got. Whether that's the high ground or a low blow. Got the upper hand? That's when you press the attack.
Raise interest by 5. Drive a cart. Ooh.
I'm willing to make the most of an advantage. As soon as I get an advantage, I mean.
Just now, I could use an advantage in the marketplace. You might fit the bill. Come on, follow me. All right, here's the deal. There are a total of 4 chocolatiers in this town. Each one of them gives out 1 free sample per customer per day. What are you waiting for? Go get him. Bring him here.
Spurred on by the urgency in Quinn's voice, Sylvia plunges into the throng. The chocolatiers aren't hard to find. In a matter of minutes, she has 4 small chocolate treats.
Yoink.
Hey, wait a minute! What gives? You can't be that lazy.
First of all, I wouldn't underestimate my laziness if I were you.
She's so like me for real.
But more to the point, I've got a lifetime ban from those stalls. All 4 of them.
Well, in that case, I'm glad I could help you out, I guess.
Hey, don't be sore. I'll share if you want. But they use some unusual ingredients in these things. You never know what's inside until you take a bite.
Unusual ingredients? As in monster parts?
Among other things.
Tell me more.
Why use such strange ingredients?
That's what we have access to. You gotta understand, this island was off limits for years. And all that time, the land was stewing in sweet, sweet magical juices. So pretty much anything you find here is gonna have some magic in it. I guess we have that dead witch to thank for that. Maven. She performed some pretty out there experiments before the Heroes Guild took her out.
It almost sounds like you admire her. Wasn't she evil?
Better evil than boring. Maybe she could have taught me some things. Maybe I could have taught her some things. Anyway, the land Maven left behind is a weird place, full of weird stuff. And I like weird. Weird is rare. Weird is valuable. The hard part is getting our hands on the best stuff. We need the local heroes to, you know, get good. They rely on potions when they're out there foraging. So, if you level up your craft, they get better, and you and I both benefit.
We're in this together then.
We're in this together then. That's sort of sweet.
Yeah, sure. Super sweet. As long as you don't turn out to be dead weight. Now, I gotta get back. Boxer gets antsy if I leave him for too long. And I get the impression you've got your work cut out for you.